What is going on, guys? Ultimate Deadpool here. Sorry it's been a while since my last video. I've been out sick with the flu, and once I got over that, I just haven't had time to do much of anything with videos lately. So I apologize for that. I have been meaning to make more videos, and I just have not had the time to do it. But I'm back now for a little bit, or at least for this video. So we got a bunch of stuff to discuss here today, some of which is going to be stuff I've already said beforehand. So it's kind of more of like a recap. Others of which that are updates and stuff to projects and stuff I've already done, as well as to some future projects that I'm currently working on. So, and that is will kind of explain where I've been the last few weeks. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into things and get started. Real quickly, excuse the background. I'm currently redoing my desk again, so at the moment it's kind of scary, so just bear with me on that. But we have Metalhead's Armored Truck that I recently just finished about maybe 2-3 weeks ago. The only thing that's really different than the last time, so the last time you guys saw it, is the stickers for the Armored Truck sidings and doors are slightly lighter to help better match the paint of the actual Armored Truck back part. And there's also black hubcaps on the tires. Other than that, everything else is the exact same. Nothing really fancy, nothing really special about it. It's literally the truck that Metalhead will drive anytime he really, I guess, it's called for. So anyway, moving on. Alright, so moving on, we've got the official Spider-Man Lego movie trailer that I will be doing before too much longer, and it's probably going to be my first stop motion of 2023. If not, it'll just be a bare basic thing. And before anybody says anything, no, the Johnny 5 intro with Michelangelo as the Mummy does not count. Even though that technically will come back later, but we'll get to that later this year. So as I said in one of my earlier videos of last year, Hammerhead is going to be the main villain of my first Spider-Man movie, because it's not really my first Spider-Man movie. I did one on my old channel, but since that doesn't exist anymore, this is an origin story of Spider-Man, and it's going to be a composite of every live-action Spider-Man we've seen so far: Tobey, Andrew, and Tom. So it's going to have a little bit of everything from their movies and this movie. So stay tuned for that. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Spider-Man will have a handful of different looks throughout that movie. So just, again, bear with me on that. And like I said, also Tombstone is going to be a secondary villain, but it's mostly going to be Hammerhead. This movie, unlike my other ones, is actually going to lead up to something. Some of my other stuff has just been like a one and done type thing. This is actually going to lead up and set up a bunch of stuff. So hopefully you guys enjoy it, and let's keep going. I announced this a while back. I'm still trying to work on a new Ghost Rider movie, because I hated the one that I did on my old channel. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't that great either. So that's one of the things I'm working on. Plus, he has a new updated motorcycle, because the one that I have wasn't bad, it just didn't work right. And to me, the Ghost Rider motorcycle official set was way too big, and it's not to scale, so I don't use that particular build. I use the smaller minifigure scale stuff because it's actually to scale. And this is a custom motorcycle from Zeromax stuff. I came in a mega pack. That's like $35 or so at Walmart. And there are 4 of these motorcycles in that pack, so I always have spares. So anyway, let's keep going and finish out this video quickly. Okay, so some of you guys might recognize this. It was actually in a scrap video I did earlier this past year. I didn't reveal anything on it because I didn't feel like it was necessary. But one of my friends at Home Depot, which is where I work, saw my pickup truck, which is a Ghostbusters Chevy Avalanche, and said that, oh, you should do that as a Ninja Turtles vehicle instead. And it got me thinking, how would that work in real life, and how could that look if I did decide to do that? And I did this Photoshop image of what essentially it would look like. And this is pretty much how I would do it. It would take a combination of every version of the Ninja Turtles van, truck, whatever that's ever been about. So one of the biggest inspirations is actually off of the monster truck. That's where the shell and, you know, the headband around the window came from. So that's kind of where, you know, parts like here, here, and here come into place. But then you also have the Party Wagon front bumper here, obviously. And then the rest of it is actually based off the battle shell from the 2003's Ninja Turtles show. And there's even a handful of stuff thrown in there just to make it look more a little bit more cartoony, I guess. Even though my truck that I actually drive on a daily basis looks extremely cartoony, because it is pretty much this except Ghostbusterized, which is fun. People love that truck, and I can't blame them. It's awesome. I love driving that thing. But I also got to thinking, I don't have $6,000 or so to spend on another truck, so I'm like, you know what, screw it. I'm just going to go ahead and build this into Lego, and this is so far what I've come up with. I've tried to make it as accurate as possible to the original vehicle. Everything is actually to scale as best as I can. Obviously it's not perfect because I can only do so much with the Lego bricks that I have, and to have it fit minifigure scale. There is actually a test pilot minifigure in the driver's seat of this truck, just so that way I was able to get the scaling on this thing right. I tried, and now this is not done, okay? So all of this right here is all going to be covered up. All of this right here is all going to be fixed. And obviously it's not painted yet. So this is not done. This is still a work in progress. But it is as close to this photo of a Chevy Avalanche as I can get, in terms of design-wise and shape. I did try to do a 3D front end to make it look just like this. Unfortunately, though, the 3D part of it did not work, and did not look good at all. So I quickly scrapped that and just said, screw it, I'll just put a sticker on there and it will give it the same effect, and it doesn't look half bad. And then obviously I've got this part here. It's supposed to match this part up here. The taillights obviously are supposed to match this right here. The tailgate does drop, and even has a smoothed out bed in the back, along with the mid-gate window and stuff, just like a Chevy Avalanche does have. And I didn't want to do a basic rectangular piece. That's why there's the rounded parts on the side, is because I didn't want it to be too cubed, if that makes any sense, because I don't like building stuff that is too blocky for Lego. That's why I've been trying to, especially lately, push myself on my custom designs to make it more accurate to what it's actually supposed to look like. So if that makes any sense, like the Optimus Prime truck that I did a long time ago, I still have that. It is as accurate to the G1 truck as I could do, but it's still very cubey, and that's just because that's how it was in the original show. But in this case, I wanted to try to create a thing that is covered in so many curves and bends and everything else, and I tried to recreate that as best as I could, and I personally don't think I did that bad. I didn't do that bad. you know, the bumper's bent, the rear bumper's bent, the arches right here are all curved, this is all curved, even the hood and stuff is all curved. Like, I tried to keep it as curved as possible. And actually, if you pop, if you pop off the top, for those of you who may not know, this type of vehicle has a minimum of 5 seats, and this one actually does too. So again, I tried to make everything to scale with minifigures and whatnot, and obviously had to make sure that Ninja Turtles could fit in it as well, because this is a turtle van, or a battle shell, or whatever you want to call it. And that's, since they have the shells, you know, boom, 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 and I haven't tested it yet, but from what I can tell, they should all 4 turtles should be able to fit in this thing with little to no effort at all, which is great because it just adds more of that, I guess you could say, realism or functionality and whatnot. And since I tried to make this thing as accurate to an actual Chevy Avalanche as possible, this is as close as I could get to it. So, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think of this in the comments down below. Before anybody says anything, yes, I know Chevy Avalanches do have the tonneau covers and stuff that cover the bed. I did experiment with that, but because of these pieces here, to build up this part, I can't actually do that. And since the bed and stuff actually has to be hollow, so that way I can, you know, drop the tailgate and put stuff in there and whatnot, I can't actually put the bed covers on. I do want to try to do that at some point, so if I figure out a way to do that, I will do that. But at the moment, that's kind of where it stands. So like I said, this thing is not 100% done yet. It's still being put together, as you can see. But I honestly think it looks like this photo to a point. Let me know what you guys think of it in the comments down below. I tried to make it as accurate as I could with what I had to work with. And that's kind of where it stands at this point. Again, let me know what you guys think of this. And if you even care, again, let me know down in the comments below. Obviously, some of you guys will not care. But again, let me know what you guys think of this. And that's, again, pretty much it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And I'll catch you guys all next time on Ultimate Deadpool. Peace out. You guys are awesome. I'll catch you guys all later. Bye.